Hey yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing well and welcome to a first on this channel. That's right, you can probably tell from the title, I'm going to be doing a PSA submission, or I'm getting some cards ready for PSA submission. I'm going to show you the cards that I'm looking to submit to get graded to PSA. Now, if you don't know what PSA graded is, or PSA graded cards, it is when you get your cards graded by a company called PSA and they grade how well the cards are to 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and if it gets a 10, it usually rises the value of a card up significantly. As you can see here, I have a Charizard from Arceus, and it is a PSA 8, and I have a PSA 9 Hidden Fates Shiny Rayquaza. These are the two only PSA cards I own. However, I'm looking to get more this year because you can just use them as really cool things to display as in your background and stuff like that, and they're just a really safe and a good way to kind of keep your cards because it protects them. Basically, they can't get in any worse condition because they're in this really hard plastic case, you know. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully you guys have seen submission videos before, but we're going to go through every single card that I'm looking to submit, and I'm going to tell you like a little story behind the cards or something, why I'm submitting them, and it's just going to be a fun video. Now, I do have another PSA video plan, which I'll talk about a little bit later, but it's a little bit down the line in terms of time because I want to kind of make it a really special one and just something cool for the Charizard gang in a future video. But anyway, if you guys can hit 100 likes on today's video, I'm giving away one of these Darkness Ablaze double pack blisters to one of you guys, so be sure to smash a like button on the video. Also subscribe if you are new and join the Charizard gang. We're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the month, but let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see, I've got two piles here of cards. Now, you're probably wondering what these things are. I'll show you guys in a second. I've kind of got some ready for submission already. Some of them I haven't done and prepared properly, but we'll get into it. So the first card is Venusaur and Celebi Tag Team GX card. Now, this is a Black Star promo, and you could only get this through a tin, which came out around the time of like Unified Minds, Unbroken Bonds in the Sun and Moon era, so about 2 years ago. And I think this card just looks absolutely beautiful. You got Celebi and Venusaur kind of looking at each other. One's coming from the sky, and Venusaur's just looking really cool. And Venusaur's just an OG Pokemon, you know, one of the OG starters. And I'm definitely going to look to get this graded. Now, in terms of condition, the centering on it looks absolutely perfect. So from the back, it looks incredible. The front as well looks very decent. Like, it looks very even on all the sides. So I'm hoping that this comes back a PSA 10. And one I'm really looking forward to add into my collection because, like I said, it's one of my favorite looking tag team cards. Anyway, up next, we have another tag team card. We have Pheromosa and Buzzwole Rainbow Rare. It's a Tag Team GX. Now, this is from Unbroken Bonds, and I mentioned in my previous video, which if you haven't checked out, be sure to do so. It is my opinion on the best packs to buy in 2021, and Unbroken Bonds, or Unbroken Bonds even, was one of the sets I said to definitely look at getting, and this comes from that set. So it's a Pheromosa, and Buzzwole GX. Just looks really, really cool. And I think that set, a lot of people are going to want to collect in the future. So we're going to get that graded. In terms of condition, I'm just having a look at it again. Definitely think that it could potentially get a 10. It's a little bit thinner on this side compared to the right, but sometimes it's not. It doesn't have to be completely perfect to get a 10. They have like kind of leeways for cards, you know. So I'm hoping that comes back a 10. If not, I'm not too bothered about it being a 9. As long as it's a 9, I'm happy. Up next is a Mega Sableye and Tyranitar GX. Now, this is the full art version. Now, the reason I'm getting this graded is because it was actually probably one of the first tag team cards I pulled. And it's a full art, and I think once again it's a really cool looking full art as well. And this is from Unified Minds as well, another slept on set, I believe, that people are going to really want to kind of collect in the future, because these tag team cards are sick. They're so awesome, like they're never done before. And I feel like in the future, I think tag team cards are definitely going to be very, very popular because they're very unique, you know. So we're going to get that one graded. In terms of condition, once again, it's a tiny bit thinner on this side compared to that side, but ever so slightly. And I feel like this could potentially get a 10. The front is perfect. The front is completely perfect in terms of centering. The back is a little bit thin on the left, but I think it might be enough to get it a 10. Up next, we then have Misty's Determination Full Art. Now, this is from Evolutions. one of the most popular sets of all time, and I believe that people are definitely going to want to complete this set, and this is from it. Misty's Determination. Misty's one of the OG gym leaders, or, you know, it's like Ash's assistant, I guess. Her and Brock, kind of the sidekicks of the show. So I feel like this card is going to be very, very sought after. And Evolutions, in general, is just a very hard set to get good PSA graded cards from, because the centering on a lot of the cards is just way off. I don't know what happened when they were cutting the cards. But yeah, it's really hard to get a 10 in a lot of cards. And I feel like this could potentially get it. The front is very good. I don't know if it's a tiny bit thinner on this side, but I think it's very, very minimal. And the back is pretty decent as well. No marks, no nicks, no nothing. Straight out of a pack. And I put it straight into this top loader. So Misty's Determination is getting submitted from me. Moving on next, we have an Espeon and Deoxys. This is no full art. This is just a regular GX card. This is from Unified Minds as well. Very cool set. And look how just sick this card looks. The way it shines. We got Espeon, who's a very popular Pokemon, teaming up with Deoxys. And in terms of centering as well on this one, I think it definitely could get a 10. It looks very, very well centered there. Like, very well centered. I'd say maybe a little bit thicker on this one, but it's not like, if you look at it from afar, it doesn't look that bad, to be fair. Then up next, we have the Mega Sableye and Tyranitar full art this time. No, not the full art, sorry, the normal GX. I've already showed you the full art. This is just another reason why I want to submit this one, because, like I said, Unified Minds, slept on set, and tag team cards, I think, are definitely going to be popular in the future. Now, moving on to a different type of card, we have a Rainbow Rare full art Marnie card from Sword and Shield base set, and I think that this card is going to be very sought after in the future. I feel like Marnie is a very popular character. It's kind of like the Lily of Sun and Moon, but in Sword and Shield. I feel like Marnie's going to be very, very sought after in the future as well, and this card just looks perfect. The centering looks perfect. The texture looks perfect. You can't really... Can you see, like, the diamond patterns if I do that there? It just looks amazing. It just looks really, really cool. And the centering on this is pretty phenomenal, to be fair. Very, very nice. I feel like it is perfect. Genuinely, I feel like it's perfect. So, definitely going to grade that. I feel like that can definitely get a PSA 10. I'm hoping it gets a PSA 10. Then moving on, we have Professor's Research from the exact same set. Now this has a bit of a different texture pattern. You see how Marnie had like diamonds? This is like hexagons or pentagons or something. It's like, is pentagons a shape, right? my mind's just gone completely blank there. But anyway, but yeah, Professor's Research Rainbow Rare. I feel like these full art trainer cards are definitely going to be very popular in the future. I'm hearing a lot of talk now that like people are starting to kind of try and collect them and stuff because they're so beautiful looking. Like these full art trainers just look amazing. And I'm going to get this graded. Hopefully this gets a 10 as well. I think it's a little bit thinner on this side compared to the left. But you never know. It might get a 10. It might get a 10. If not, I'll take a PSA 9. There's no nicks or anything on it, so... The only thing that will downgrade it is the centering. Now, moving on is Bead as well. This is from Sword and Shield also, and this also has a different texture pattern. Can you see this is kind of like strobe lights? I don't know if you can see if I kind of wiggle it a bit. This card looks awesome. Bead is an interesting character in the game, so I'm willing to bet that people are going to want to collect this card as well. Now, centering on this as well is very nice. I'm looking at the back. Maybe a little bit top heavy, like a bit thicker at the top. But I still think this could get a 10. Genuinely think this could get a 10. And if so, I will have 3 Rainbow Rares from Sword and Shield base set. And I think Sword and Shield base set is a very cool set, to be fair. And I think that people are going to try and collect that in the future, because there is the Gold Zacian or Zacian, as some people pronounce it. I don't know which is the right way. And Zamazenta. I think it's a cool set, to be fair. Up next, we have the full art of... Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno from Hidden Fates. Now, this card just looks amazing. Like, genuinely looks so nice. Really, really like it. And I'm actually just really enjoying showing you guys, like, some of my cards from my collection. Like, all different sets, all different cards. And there are some big ones at the very end, which you are not going to want to miss. So, guys, be sure to smash a like on this video and subscribe. But, yeah, up next is this from Hidden Fates. I feel like Hidden Fates, anything you can't go wrong, you know? Or with anything Hidden Fates, you can't go wrong. Because it's just one of the best modern sets ever. Now, the centering on this is a little bit thicker on the right side compared to the left. But you never know, it could get a 10. If not, I'll take a 9. So that is the 3 legendary birds from Hidden Fates. Up next, we have a Rayquaza Amazing Rare from Vivid Voltage. Now, I pulled this very recently in a video, it was so good. This is the one Amazing Rare I really wanted. I'm so happy that I managed to pull it, and I genuinely think that this can get a 10. The front centering, if it focuses, hold on, let me get it for you guys. The front centering is perfect. I genuinely believe it's perfect. The back is as good as well. So I feel like this could get a 10. And Vivid Voltage had some problems with some of their cards. Like, some of the cards were so badly, like, off-centered. I've got a Raikou Amazing Rare, and it is like, no, Zacian, actually, or Zacian. The top is so thin, like, so to get that in perfect condition is amazing. Up next is the Rainbow Rare Pikachu. You know what? I'm going to put some more lights on just so you guys can see these cards a little bit better. Here we go. Boom. This is the Rainbow Rare, not the Rainbow Rare, sorry. This is the VMAX Pikachu from Vivid Voltage. Now, I pulled this with Mini Minter. Very funny video. I highly suggest you check it out. It's in the description. But yeah, he actually managed to pull this with my packs, and I'm very happy. Unfortunately, it wasn't the Rainbow Rare, but still, VMAX Pikachu, very popular card, and I genuinely think that this can get a 10 as well. The centering looks really good. Top to bottom, left to right. The front looks phenomenal as well. So, very happy with that one. Also, guys, my friend Nellis, shout out Nell, he's actually sent some cards off to PSA like 6 months ago. So, he's waiting for his cards to come back. But when he does, we're going to record it on my channel, and we're going to have a look at what grades his cards come back. There's a Charizard in there as well, which he thinks is going to get a 9, but I low-key think it's going to get a 10. So, we're going to have to wait and see on that. And if it gets a 10, it's worth a lot of money. But anyway, next card is a Here Comes Team Rocket card from... this is actually from Team Rocket. This is all the way back from Team Rocket. It's a holographic, and I thought, you know what? This actually looks in very good condition. And this might be something worth grading, you know? This is literally from my collection years and years and years ago. So I thought, you know what? This might be worth grading. It's not in the best condition. It won't get 10. But, you know, it's just like a little story from when I was a kid. Like, it will also see how well I kept my cards in condition, you know? But up next is a... base set Gyarados. Now, shout out to Jack Richards, because he sent me this in a mystery box video, which I'll also leave in the description. You're gonna want to check it out. Oh, it's the best mystery box I've ever opened, ever. You know, so this was in it. He gifted it to me, and he thinks this is going to get a PSA 10. So I'm going to send it off to get graded, and I'm going to see how well his grading abilities are to see if this could get a 10. So here is the centering on the front and back, if you guys want to check it out. Here's the card on the front, just iconic artwork of the base set Gyarados. Then up next we have Air Balloon. Here we go. So this is a gold card from Sword and Shield base set. Very, very cool card. I don't know what gold cards are gonna like, how popular they're gonna be in the future, because they're literally just a random card of the set, but they've made it a full art on gold. But they do look cool, you know. They're all gold. I feel like gold cards are sick. Like, I just love how they look. They look super, super rare. And the centering on this looks incredible. And the back looks really good as well. So I thought, you know what, let's send this off, see what it gets. It could get a 10, and then in the future it may be worth quite a bit, and it may be like highly sought after, because gold cards are very unique. They just look incredible, and this just looks sick. So I'm sending that one off. Then up next we have a Boss's Order from Rebel Clash. This is a very, very cool card. Giovanni in full art form in the Sword and Shield set, and I feel like this is going to be a highly sought after card in the future. Everyone's favorite villain, the main boss, and I feel like this card could definitely get a 10. The centering is perfect, front to back. And like I said, I think this card is going to just go up and up in value in the future, because it is such an iconic character, and just looks like a sick card. So I'm going to send that off for grading. Then up next, we have the Rainbow Rare Legendary Birds from Hidden Fates. This card is actually easier to pull than you'd think. For some reason, I pulled this card quite a lot, and it just looks sick. But like I said, anything Hidden Fates related, I'm going to get graded, because I feel like it's the best modern set ever. And I feel like everyone's going to want it in the future. So we're sending that off to get graded. Moving on. Another one. Like I said, very easy to pull. I feel like this can get a 10. The centering's perfect on this one as well. So I'll put that to the side. Then last one of pile number 1, we have just the regular GX bird of the legendary birds. This card looks sick. I really, really like the artwork on it. You've got the Moltres on the left, Articuno in the middle, and Zapdos in the far right. I think it's just a really cool card. Genuinely love the free birds. One of my favorite legendaries, and just OGs in the game, you know. So getting that graded for Hidden Fates. Now moving on to the next pile. This might be a bit of a long video, guys, but you know what? I want you guys to enjoy this. Hopefully you are. Smash a like. This is the very important pile right here. This is where we get interesting. These are cards from all over the years, and it's just going to be interesting to see. And some of them have some stories behind it as well. So let's get into it. Guys, smash the like button. 100 likes. Can we hit 150? If we can hit 150, that would be insane. And big shout out to the Charizard gang. But anyway, up next, we have the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. Now, this is a Black Star promo, which comes from the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes. Now, you guys might know or heard of these. Are very, very hard to get. There is actually a reprint going on with them right now. So if you can pick one up, I highly suggest you do so, because this is the only way you can get this card. And look how amazing that looks. It's in like a stained glass window kind of look. It just looks really cool. And like I said, this is the only way to get this card. And I'm definitely going to get this graded, because I feel like it's very, very hard to get your hands on this card. And the centering on this looks amazing. But look how sick that card looks. Just incredible. Incredible card. Okay, next up we have the Ancient Mew card. Now this is an awesome looking card. Probably the coolest looking card of all time. Just looks so different, so unique. And Mew's one of my favorite Pokemon as well. So I love this card. Now I just want to get this graded because this just brings back memories. I feel like the centering's perfect on this. There are like no nicks from what I can see. I don't know how this gets graded because it's so unique, but I just want to get this in a PSA 10 just because I remember getting this as a kid. Like, this is just such an iconic card. It's so highly printed, but it doesn't matter to me. I just want this for my collection, you know. So Ancient Mew right there. Next up, we get a Charizard VMAX. Now I've put this in the pile just so I can talk about a future video. I'm going to do a PSA submission video only on Charizard cards. All of my Charizard cards that I want to get graded. There might be some Charmanders and Charmeleons, but the Charizard family, and you guys are going to want to get ready for that because it's going to be amazing. I'm going to save it for a little while down the line because I want to add to it and hopefully get some really cool cards in there. But I'm definitely going to do that in the future. But this is the Charizard VMAX from Darkness Ablaze. Look how sick this card looks. I'm going to put the light up a bit so you guys can see it. Just a beautiful, beautiful card. And shout out to Joe, actually. He sent me this. We traded some cards. I gave him some full art trainer cards as well as some from Hidden Fates. And he traded me this Charizard. I believe this is going to get a PSA 9 purely because of the left side here is thicker than the right side. The back's not too bad. It's a little bit the same. It's thicker on the right compared to the left. But I feel like this is going to get a 9. However, I don't mind. It's got a cool story behind it. Managed to trade it with one of my friends. And shout out to Joe for sending this and trading this with me. And Charizard is one of my favorite Pokemon. You know, we got to grade the Charizards. We're the Charizard gang. Anyway, moving on. Reshiram GX from Hidden Fates. Shiny Reshiram. Like I mentioned, every Hidden Fates card I'm looking to get graded because I feel like it's going to be one of the best cards to collect in the modern era. Or in future years. Up next, we have a Drampa GX from Hidden Fates as well. Beautiful, beautiful card. The centering on it is sensational on the front as well as the back. So I feel like that can definitely get a 10. Then we have the Zoroark GX. Now, this is a very interesting one because this actually isn't in the set. You couldn't open these through tins or anything. You could only get them in a special collection box which came with a Pokeball. There was the Zoroark and the Metagross. And I only managed to get the Zoroark. This is a very cool card in shiny form. And I feel like it's a little bit thinner on the left compared to the right. But still a very rare card. There's only certain ways to get it. So I'm definitely going to get graded because I feel like if people are going to want to complete the whole shiny GX shiny vault, they're going to want to get this card because it was a very unique way of getting it. Anyway, moving on. Leafeon GX from Hidden Fates as well. Beautiful card. Any evolutions very popular. A lot of people love Eevee and the evolutions. I don't know if this will get a 10. It's quite thick on this right side, but I'll still get it graded anyway because it is Hidden Fates. Then we have a Tapu Bulu gold card from Hidden Fates. This looks amazing. Like, I just love gold cards as well, so we're definitely going to get that graded. Centering on this looks very decent as well, to be fair. So we're going to send that off. I feel like that can definitely get a 10. Up next, we have another evolution in Sylveon. Shiny Sylveon from Hidden Fates. This card looks amazing. I'm not sure if this is going to get a 10 or not. Once again, a little bit thinner on the left compared to the right, but it's an evolution and a very popular card nevertheless. So we'll send that one off. I'm going to speed through these a little bit so this video isn't massively long. Here we go. Up next, we got Brock's Grit. Now, this is from Evolutions, kind of like, or not kind of, like Misty's Determination. Now, like I was saying, Evolutions or Evolutions is so hard to get in a 10. Now, and I definitely don't think this is going to get one. Look how thin that side is compared to the left side. The left side is so much thicker than this right side, and that is with a lot of Evolution cards. Just don't know why. The cut was just so bad. But I pulled this. It was one of my first ever full art cards or trainer cards, and it's Brock. You know, one of the three amigos from the old days. You know. Up next, we have a Mewtwo from not Evolutions, base set, the actual base set. This is holographic Mewtwo. Mewtwo is one of my favorite cards. Or favorite Pokemon as well, and this is from my old collection when I was a kid. Now this isn't in the best condition, and I doubt it will even get like a 7. But like I had this when I was a kid, you know. I just want to get this graded because this is something from when I was at school. I was going to school, trade it, leave it in my pocket, you know, and that's probably why it's in such bad condition. But I want to get that graded and get Mewtwo in my little collection, so I'm definitely going to look to add that in, even if it's not in the best of conditions. Moving on, we have a Mewtwo Mew GX. Now this card is from Unified Minds. Unbelievable card. Mewtwo and Mew are one of my favorite Pokemon alongside Charizard. Charizard's top dog, but these guys are in like second and third place alongside like Blastoise and Venusaur and stuff like that. But absolutely love these two, and I had to get this card. I unfortunately didn't pack this. I had to buy it. But I just was like, you know what, this is an amazing card. I really want to add it to my collection. I love these two Pokemon, and for them to be in the same card, it's just a win. So that's why Unified Minds is a 6 set, because this card's in it. So we get Mewtwo Mew Tag Team GX. I feel like that can definitely get a 10. The centering is really cool. Up next, we have a Blastoise EX card. Now this is from Evolutions as well. And like I said, Evolutions is a phenomenal set. One of the most popular sets in the modern era. And I feel like people are going to want to try and get completed sets of that. So I want to get this graded. I don't know if this will get a 10. It's very thick up there on the right. I don't know if you guys can see that. Compared to the left, it's very thin. And then it absolutely switches on the other side. You can see this is not centered perfectly. So I don't think that will get a 10, but potentially a 9, which I'm happy with because it's still in very good condition. Up next is the Black Star Mew. This card is like one of my favorite Mew cards. I actually can't remember how I got this card. You had to maybe watch the film or something, so let me know if you remember. But yeah, I love this Mew card. It's in okay condition. There's a little whitening at the top, so it definitely won't get a 10 or a 9, but maybe a 7 or 8. But you know what? It's kind of like the other Mewtwo card. I just want to add it to my collection because I love it so much. Up next, we have a Jungle Electrode. Now, this card just looks amazing. Electrode gets a lot of love in a lot of sets. I always see it in sets, that and Voltorb. So this is Electrode from base set. Very, very cool card. The back's pretty decent. I don't think it will get a 10, but it's in pretty good condition, to be fair. Now, this is from when I was a kid, so opening jungle packs, which was, oh man, those were the days. So I'm happy for that. Then up next, we have a Mewtwo promo card. Now, this is from watching the first movie back in the day. When did this come out, man? Years ago. So this was like, I remember going to watch that film like 6 times just to get these cards because I loved them so much. But yeah, not in the best of conditions. There's a few little nicks at the top of the card. But like I said, this is when I went and saw the film when I was a kid. So I've got to add it to my collection. I just want to get it in a little case for PSA, even if it's not in the best condition. Then we have another Black Star promo. We have a Meowth. I actually can't remember how I got this. So if you guys know, let me know in the comment section down below. But I feel like it's pretty rare. Most Black Star promos from WotC are pretty rare. So I definitely look to want to know how this card came about, if you guys know in the comment section. Also has a little GB sign at the bottom there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's got a couple like nicks in the corners, which is slightly annoying, so I won't get a 10. But once again, very unique card, so I want to add that to my collection. Like I said, this year I want to get loads of PSA cards, so we're gonna, well, it depends if they come back this year, to be honest, because so many people are sending their cards off. Up next, we have a Fossil Lapras. Very cool card, probably one of my favorite cards out of the Fossil sets. Here is the back. Little nicks here and there, so it definitely won't get a 10, but Still pretty good condition, to be fair. So that's that. Then moving on, we have a non-holographic Dragonite. This is probably my favorite card if in the holographic version in Fossil. I think this card just looks beautiful. Such cool colors, such cool artwork, and just a really cool card, to be fair. Now, this centerings on this is perfect. However, there are some little nicks, which is a little bit annoying. So definitely won't get a 10. But these are just because I want to add them to my collection. Here up, I have a first edition Dark Charmeleon. This is probably my favorite Charmeleon artwork of all time. Like, look how sinister that looks. It just looks amazing. Like, the artwork is incredible. And once again, not in the best of conditions, because these are when I was a kid. This is when I had it. And if you don't, I don't even think these are in binders, so let alone sleeves. So to be able to have them in perfect condition is near impossible. But still, it's not terrible condition, you know. I've seen worse cards out there. Next up, we have a Hitmonlee from Fossil. Really cool Pokemon. Really cool artwork. I remember pulling this when I was a kid and getting absolutely gassed. And once again, not in the best of conditions, but this is something I pulled when I was a kid, you know. And I'm just genuinely happy to still be able to have it at this time in life, you know. Now, this card is very, very interesting because this is a Nidoqueen from Jungle. However, there is a mistake on it, and I'll see if you guys can realize. You guessed it? There's no Jungle emblem on the right side of this card. Now, if I show you the, where is it? The Electrode. These cards are from the same set. You see how this Electrode has a Jungle emblem on the right side above the 20? This Nidoqueen is supposed to have it, and it doesn't. So it's an error card. And I had this when I was a kid, and I didn't even realize. I literally have only realized recently that it's an error card. So I'm very, very happy with that. I don't think it's going to get a 10 because there are nicks on it and stuff. But still, I think that's really cool to have such a different card, like a bit of a mistake card to the collection. And error cards are just fun to have and very interesting to have in general, to be honest. So to be able to add in an error card in my collection, I'm very happy with. Now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got like 7 left. Up next, Zapdos from Fossil. These cards aren't in the best of condition, but these are just cards I had from my collection when I was a kid. And I just want to add them in and get them graded so they stay in perfect or in as good a condition as possible, you know. Then we have a Sabrina's Alakazam. This is from Gym Challengers, I believe, or Gym Heroes. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, really cool card. You know what? I'm zooming a little bit more for you guys. Really cool card. Just looks sick. Just doing like telepathy with spoons. Once again, though, there's a little nick on the right side here, unfortunately, and at the bottom. There's a bit of a chunk taken out of it, but still, just a beautiful card, you know. Absolutely love it. And I can't wait to add that to my graded collection. Then we got Koga's Beedrill. Really cool looking card. Shout out Simon, who I think he doesn't like Beedrill, so this is for him. But yeah, once again, nick in the top right. Not the best condition, but to be able to have these and pull these as a kid, it just brings back memories of like when I actually pulled them, you know. Then we have a Hitmontop from Neo. Oh, what is this Neo? Is it no, I can't remember. I think it begins with an E. Let me know in the comment section what this Hitmontop's from. Is it Destiny? I can't remember. Let me know. Anyway, Hitmontop, really cool Pokemon. It looks like it's doing like a bicycle kick, so really happy with that. The holographic looks sick. It looks like there's no scratches on it at all. The back isn't actually that bad. There's a little nick at the bottom here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but still, really cool card. The centering is really decent as well, and I'm just genuinely happy to have that and add that to my collection. It'll be interesting to see what it comes back as. We then have another base set Mewtwo holographic. Still, though, not in the best of conditions like the other one. I just genuinely, at the time when I was a kid, I did not keep them in the best of conditions. I wish I could go back in time and do so, but just the way it was. Then up next, we have a Blaine's Arcanine. Look how sick this card looks. Shout out to Simon again. Miniminter loves Arcanine. I know he's got a lot of PSA Arcanine cards. Not in the best of conditions, unfortunately, but still, probably one of my favorite Arcanine artworks, to be fair. I think that looks incredible. So we'll send that one off. And then we have Rocket's Hitmonchan. Look how amazing this card looks, guys. Just absolutely phenomenal. Just look at the holo pattern. It just looks sick. It just looks so, so good. Here is the back. Unfortunately, a couple nicks at the top there. So I definitely won't get a 10, but still, beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful card. I like some of the Gym Heroes and Gym Challengers cards. And anyway, up next we have a Raichu from base set. I remember putting this and taking it into school and showing everybody. This card is just beautiful. Love this Raichu. Such an OG card. It brings back so many memories. But once again, bit of whitening on the right side there, unfortunately, so I won't get 10. But still, it just has that memories with me, you know, and that's priceless. So very happy with this card. And then there was one card left. Shout out to everyone who's made it to the very end. Sorry it's a little bit longer than usual, but I hope you have enjoyed me going through all of these cards that I'm looking to submit. Kind of most of the best cards from my collection in terms of like old sets. I've got a lot of new stuff that I've pulled recently, like being on the channel and stuff, but these are like stuff from my collection as a kid. But yeah, so if you have enjoyed this video, do smash the like button, and I appreciate everyone who stayed to the very end. Shout out to the Charizard gang. And if you've made it this far, type in this Pokemon in the comment section. But here we go. The last card, and probably one of my favorite cards, is a Blastoise from base set. Now this is base set 2. It's not base set 1 or base set. It's base set 2, but still, this is one of my favorite artworks of Blastoise. It just looks incredible, and it's got the Cosmo Hollows pattern. Look, you got the stars and everything. It just looks incredible. This is just such a beautiful card, and it's definitely not going to get a 10. But I remember putting this at school, and just I wanted it for so long, and to be able to pull it, it's just that amazing feeling. You just can't wait to show your friends, you know, and then try and like see if anyone wants to trade for a Charizard. But I already had one, so I'm so happy that I managed to get all 3. But guys, that is going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you have. Remember, if you guys hit 100 likes at the end of the month, I'll be giving one of these Darkness Ablaze double pack blisters to one of you guys. So be sure to subscribe and like this video. I'm going to be sending it to one of you guys who subscribed, so that's why you need to subscribe as well. We're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the month. I will be doing another submission video in the future, and I'll be doing more along the way on this channel when we pull some really cool cards, or if I manage to buy anything or find anything in the future. So yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this video, guys. I will see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day, and until then, I'm out.